it's time to see how to mount and dismount the mousse. Of course I don't do the job by myself. Ragazzo, dai che dobbiamo andare a lavorare, su! Before to start, we make a checklist about the tools. What we need to mount and dismount the mousses. First of all, a pair of gloves. You can use an old pair of motocross gloves. Also, even if you have some hole inside, there's no problem at all. So, after that, don't forget to dismount. I suggest to have two levers, two long levers and two short levers. After, we will see how to manage it. To mount it, you need 3 levels like this. This is very important when we go to fit the mousse. Don't forget also the black bag. This is the most important tool for the life of your mousse. The silicone grease, you need like ours or very special, high level. Don't use other things like soap or other kind of grease. Now we can start. Let's go. First step, we have to open the tire on the first side to start to take out from the rim. So we have to insert the levers on this side. 4 levers is fine. Or even if you have too small like this, it's fine. It's no problem at all. So first of all, we have in this position the tire. With the mounting machine, we have to push down the tire this way. And you have to put inside. See? 1, 2. In this moment, you push down the tire in and you give the chance to the tire to come out. Because you have to think that you have the mousse inside. It's like having the tube with air inside. So it's like an inflated tube. We put the third one. If you have a force, it's better. Much more you have, better is it. Will be much more easy the job. You see. Okay. When you are in such a situation, it's not difficult. First of all, I suggest to pull the 2 central one, because differently if you pull this one, the other will jump out from the tire. So, important trick, don't push, because first of all it's dangerous, because you will jump on the other side. In any case, pull the levers. Now we have the situation with the 4 level in this position. Start anyway from the 2 central one, like this. And then we go with the small one. Easy way. Now I can tell you the job is done. Now you have to put on the fitting machine in this point where the tire is open. We use this side of the fitting machine and you start to push down. Like this. See? It's not so difficult. You see? It's out. It's from the other side. So now we have the final step. We have to take out from the rim. You can do in this way. If you need, you can use a small lever on this side, this way, so you block the tire and slowly we go up, see? Now it's done. Simple, see? Tension, the BMW. and the rim is out. No energy, no stress, it's very simple. In this activity, why we dismount the mousse? Because we have the tire is new, but probably we have made the famous 20-25 hours of use, and it's time to check the mousse. How we do? You insert the hand in this way, look. See? And here you have the mousse. Now it's a new one, no way. But you have to take it out from the tire and check if there is some strange things, there is a cut or something. If everything is fine, you have to put the mousse in your black bag, as I told you in my previous video, and leave it somewhere for a couple of days. After that, you can remount again. You put the silicone gel and go on. I repeat, every 20-25 hours of use, dismount the mousse from the tire and take your black bag. You have to put the mousse inside and store it in a dry place for a couple of days. After that, you will see your mousse looks better. Now we are going back to remount the mousse in the tire and on the rim. Remember, when you mount, first of all, use only silicone grease to remount the mousse in the tire. No other kind of grease or other stuff, strange stuff, soap or something like that, because it's not good for the mousse. The silicone grease, our silicone grease, is special study for the polymer of how it's made the mousse. So this is very important. So let's go. Here, another friend or another enemy. It's more an enemy than a friend, because this is a flap that covers the spoke of the rim. And also in this case, it's absolutely needed for the tube, because differently you can have a puncture on the tube by the spoke. It's normal. But with the mousse, what will happen? If you have the flap on the spoke, you have the mousse on the flap and the tire on the mousse, you will like something like a tubeless system. And if you have some air inside the tire air cannot go out. And you have the problem that you have a mousse, but you have can be that you have two bars in your tire. So this is the point. When you mount a mousse, don't use a flap. You don't need it, because if water enters inside, it will go out. There's no problem. The mousse needs to breathe. It needs air. It needs to, also for the tire, it's like to breathe. Yeah, really, it's to breathe. If some air enters, have to also exit. So don't use the flap. You can use it to make, as we say from where I come from, to make a sbrombola. Read here what it means. No, ragazzo, non si usa questo, basta. Ok. To remount, it's very simple. You push in a point, you insert like this, see? And now in this case, it's not good because we have all the grease on the mousse. It's better if you put the grease inside the tire and not on the mousse, because the point of the bit have to remain clean without the grease, because different can spin more on the rim and it's not a good thing. If you have the bit with a gel like this, you can use some brake cleaner like this to clean it, like that. See? Because anyway, the bit must remain clean. And now, what we have to do with this? With or without the rim lock? This is the question. I have already spoke about the rim lock many times, and I don't know how many times in my life, but I will explain you again because it's absolutely important, this point. Rim lock is absolutely necessary on the rear tire because makes its job to block the tire. But you don't have use it on the front tire. And now I explain you why. The first thing is the rim lock. It's the first enemy of the mousse because you can see if the mousse stay here and by the use with the jump and with the stone and everything, the rim lock will slow push the mousse and finally cut it. So, and will destroy your mousse very fast. This is about the front. In the rear it's the same point, but in the rear you need it because differently the rim will spin inside the tire because you have a very powerful bike. So, and absolutely when you open the wide, you open the throttle, it's normal that it will spin around. So one rim lock on the rear, nothing in the front. Don't forget, the rim lock is made for the tube. And with the tube, you need the rim lock because need to block the tires differently. If the tire spin in front on the rear, will cut your valve on the tube. And if this happen, the game is over. So now we are mounting the rear, so ragazzo, rim lock. At this point, you put the rim lock in front of you. Now we have the tire with the mousse. We start from the rim lock this way. You push with the hand and you have with the leg. Okay. Now is the moment to use this lever. You put one here and the other one on the opposite side. You start. See? You put one here. When you arrive here, when we are 180 degrees from the first level, you have to block like this. It's blocking this way. Now, go around. We can also, even we can take it out. Small piece by small piece. Don't take big piece because it's only stressful, and what will happen in this moment, if I put a big lever like here, as always heavy, and I push very hard, I can break the cord inside the bead. As this sometimes happens for the people that do not have a lot of experience. Now, see? You see? We are going down. I mean, in this moment, the lever remains blocked. See? Oh. Say, the job is done. Done. And you will say, but it's not closed. But there is a trick of that. You use the fitting machine to put it down. See? Easy going. At this point, the job is done. It's not so difficult. You have only to block your rim lock and that's it. And you go back to dismount in the next 25 hours of use. The job is done. As you see, now I think you have more confidence in use and manage the mousse. If you have questions or doubt, write me, not to him. I hope now you are more confident in start using the mousses. So you can also start to discover all the benefits. Hasta luego, compañeros.